with the new farm, besides compost, what will be your startup soil amendments? Will this differ from your yearly soil amendment plan that you used on one of your existing beds? No, it won't. So far, the existing soil amendment process for this farm is exactly the same as it's been for Green City Acres in its entirety. You know, I did experiment with cover crops at some points in my farming career, but it's mostly the same as what I've always done. It's the same as, you know, I pretty much talked about it in the last question. So yeah, the startup but the expenses of the amendments is no different than I've covered in any Green City Acres videos on the Urban Farmer channel, the YouTube channel, over the number of years. Primarily, first input is 2 inches of good compost. We sourced Black Diamond from Grinrod in BC here, $42 a yard, plus $200 delivery, about 24 yards. That was enough to cover the entire field. On the first 3 blocks, we had more. We had a solid 2 inches. On the last 2 blocks, I think we had 1.5 inches to 1 inch. But needless to say, they all got a good amount of compost. From there, I will be sprinkling on some of my Sustain fertilizer, just sprinkling it on and raking it in before the crops are planted. Right now, everything is prepped with the compost, watered and tarped. So I will fertilize a little bit right before I plant the crops, but I won't be mixing that in with anything aggressive like a tilther even, because I don't want to disturb any soil, because I've already done my stale seed bedding process and I want to make sure that stuff stays undisturbed, so I'm not bringing up new old weed seeds or putting down new ones. So that's what we'll be doing. Costs are fairly cheap. You know, I buy these 50-pound bags of Sustain. I use the 824 for the most part, and I get those for, I believe, $40 a bag or something like that. I think I can get at least 4. This is off the top of my head, but I think I get at least 4 beds, 50-foot beds with that bag. So